Smell it.
Does anyone else like rip their mask off?
Hashtag not coronavirus.
It's yummy.
Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday. It's Wednesday, July 29th. We are coming up to the end here of July. Kind of crazy. And I am getting ready. I thought I would show you guys my facial routine in the mornings and just show you the products that I use. I've been meaning to do that. So another thing with regards to COVID, since this vlogging series started because of the pandemic, and you know, I've been really sharing my thoughts on the whole thing since it started, is this whole hydroxychloroquine debate. And I know that a lot of people are being censored, or some people say it's not censoring because social media isn't a constitutional right. I get that. I know, I understand where people are coming from with that point of view, and I agree. I guess the question is not that they can ban certain things, but the question is, should they? You know, there's a difference between being able to do something. Just because you have the freedom to do something doesn't mean you should do it. It doesn't mean it's morally right? You know, they can go and ban these videos of healthcare professionals talking about something that appears to work, but they can't go and like ban all the child pornography and sex trafficking stuff that goes on online. So just something to think about. You know, I'm pretty sure that's a huge problem, right? We should be banning and censoring that stuff before you ban legit healthcare workers. Anyway, I digress. But let's talk about what I am doing for my face in the morning. So just because it's very quick and easy, I use facial cleansing wipes in the morning. In the shower, I wash my face with a cleanser, but in the morning, I use some kind of wipe. I've used Burt's Bees before, but right now I am using Alba Botanica. This is a really nice one. It's 3-in-1, so it does remove makeup if you're using it for that, but then it's a cleanser and a toner, so that I don't have to tone my face in the morning either. Oh no, I have 2 left. But that actually means I have 4 days of it, because to make them last longer, you get 30 in a pack, right? Yeah. I rip them in half. So it actually, 1 pack lasts me 2 months. So that's just a little tip there to stretch your dollar. All right. And then I kind of dry my face off. It's not sopping wet, but it's, you know, it's moist. All right. And then I have a couple things that, like serums that I use on my face before I moisturize. So this is the tightening, I can't really see what I'm doing. This is the tightening serum from doTERRA, and doTERRA is an essential oil company that I am associated with. I'm a wellness advocate, and so I will have links in the description box below if you guys want to purchase from me. Your purchase helps out me and my channel, so I appreciate it. This is the tightening serum, and it's made with frankincense, sandalwood, and myrrh, and all of those essential oils are really great for your skin. It's like a gel, I guess, and so I put it in the areas that I want to tighten, so like under my eyes, and then around my mouth, you know, where you get smile lines, and then kind of up on my forehead, you know, wrinkle, brow furrowing lines. I don't even use a whole pump, and this lasts at least 2 months, if not longer. And then I use this. This is the Yarrow Palm blend. So it's a proprietary blend also from doTERRA, and it is pomegranate seed oil and yarrow essential oil. It's really great for helping reduce the appearance of like scarring and under eye circles, dark spots, sunspots, all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, I feel like it's like my mom glow serum. So it comes in a dropper, and so see how it's like this beautiful dark blue? And I use 2 drops, and what I do, I learned this from somebody else, another wellness advocate. This is how she uses it. So I put it on both of my hands, and I just lightly pat my face with the serum until it is fully absorbed. And I try to get every part of my face. Oh, and the smell is really great, and it makes your skin like have a little bit of a glow. I really like it. And then finally, for moisturizing, I use, again, from doTERRA, I use their Virage line for my moisturizer, and sometimes I switch it up because I have a couple different lines. But this is their Virage line. It's extremely natural, has natural preservatives in it. So this is like their most pure line that they have, and it has geranium, juniper berry, jasmine, and sea buckthorn berry essential oils. This is like a really nice light, light moisturizer, and then makeup seems to go on really nicely under this. If I do use makeup, which most days I don't these days, but if I do, I make sure to like give my skin a little bit of time to absorb all the products that I've put on my face before I put foundation on. It has a really nice light scent. It's not like overpowering or anything, and of course no artificial fragrance or anything crappy like that. So this lasts me at least 2 months because I'm only using it in the morning, and this I use it morning and night, but I've had this at least 2 months, I think. Also, I have started using a new deodorant. I was using an aluminum containing deodorant for a long time because it just seemed like postpartum my body odor. I know it's really gross, but my body odor was kind of hard to control. But I know that using aluminum on your skin is really not good, because then it like absorbs into your skin, and it's right by your breast tissue, and it's, you don't want aluminum building up in your body. So I decided to try. I've tried so many natural deodorants, you guys. I decided to try this Schmidt's brand, which I've tried before. He's now playing on the scale. You do have to hold it up to your armpit and smell it. Hold it up to your armpit for like a few seconds to warm it up so that it can go on. At first it feels a little bit gritty because it does have baking soda in it, but it doesn't bother me. Sometimes baking soda is irritating to my armpits, but this one has been really great, and it actually controls body odor for me. I know it won't for every single person, but do you want to get dressed now too? Who's that baby? All right, let's get started with our day. All right, you guys, I have not done any recording this afternoon. It's about 2:15. Max is up from his early afternoon nap, and he's fed, got a diaper change, and Max and I are going to go on our weekly Costco run. All right, we are back at the car. And cooler bag and a big, this is from BJ's when we remember there. So here's the whole thing.
Also, does anyone else like rip their mask off as soon as they leave the store? Like as soon as I like cross the threshold, off. Also, I saw 2 moms with Trump mask on. And I stopped both of them. One of them I saw as soon as we were coming into the store, and the other one I saw like back by the diapers. And I stopped both of them. Both of them had 2 kids with them. And I was like, I love your mask. Thank you for wearing it. I actually have one myself, but I haven't been wearing it. But now I feel a lot more empowered to wear it now that I know there's people in the community who are Trump supporters. I mean, it shouldn't matter whether there's Trump supporters in the community or not. I should just wear it anyway.
You saying hi to Zoe? I just filmed a Costco haul, so I am putting groceries away. Going to try the chips. I've had cherry chips before, but it's been a long time since I've had them. Woo. It has canola oil and or safflower oil and or sunflower oil in it, which are not my faves, but it's yummy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. What are you doing? He was making a sound watching her eat. Do you like watching Zoe eat? Yeah. She's eating. Hey everyone, how is everyone doing this morning? It is about 10 a.m. So getting like a semi-late start, but it's not like terribly late. Last night, I don't know, I just feel kind of weird this morning. Maybe I'm subconsciously stressing out because Max has a pediatrician appointment today. We have an appointment with a new pediatrician. Hold on. Hashtag not coronavirus. Sometimes you just have boogers in your nose, okay? Maybe I'm subconsciously stressing because Max has a new pediatrician appointment today. We are seeing a new ped to get a second opinion on his lack of weight gain. Other reason why I decided to switch to this particular pediatrician office, 1 second, is because they employ 2 certified lactation consultants in their office, and I had called them to see like, oh, can non-patients, like moms of non-patients, see the LCs, and they said no. The lactation consultants at the hospital where I gave birth, normally I would be able to go in and like have an appointment, have a weigh feed, like all this stuff, but because of COVID, they can't see outpatient clients. And while I did have a phone consultation with 2 of them, 2 different ones on 2 different days, I really want him evaluated physically. I want them to look at his latch. I want to do a weight feed to see how much he's actually taking in every feed. And I want them to evaluate him for a lip tie. The pediatrician, his first one, said that he has a mild tongue tie, but that it shouldn't interfere with anything. But she said nothing about having a tongue tie. And I know that like only certain people really are like trained to recognize tongue ties. So, and a lot of times those are IBCLCs, internationally board certified lactation consultants, because they're the experts in breastfeeding and how your baby is supposed to do it. So, but then I've heard not every LC is really well versed in ties. But maybe I'm feeling weird because I'm like a little bit nervous about that. Not nervous, but just like his whole like weight gain saga. It's really been hard on me mentally on top of everything else. And I guess that's kind of what I wanted to talk about this morning is mental health. My mental health has definitely suffered these past however many months. Now, you know, if you guys watched my first vlogs, like when the lockdown first started and, you know, the pandemic was first getting bad and all of that, you would have seen that I was very positive. Like I was talking about how we all need to pull together and, you know, social distance and, you know, not go out and be stupid and put other people at risk, blah, blah, blah. I was towing the party line, essentially. I think a lot of people were. It was almost like a lot of people were scared. They didn't want to get sick. We didn't know a lot about it. And so I think at the beginning of the pandemic, you definitely do want to be a little more cautious because you don't, especially with a novel virus, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And then also being postpartum during the pandemic, I mean, I wasn't even finished with what they call the 4th trimester. That's the first 3 months of your baby's life outside the womb. And really, you know, just because the 4th trimester is up, like that doesn't mean you're completely recovered. I think that's kind of a misnomer and something that I bought into, like, oh, I'm past the 3-month mark, like everything should be normal now, like I should feel normal and whatever, but that's not true. So it's like I'm still in postpartum mode. I mean, I'm back to basically normal activity. I am back to basic normal activities, but like mentally and even physically in many ways, you're still postpartum, right? And that can last for a long time for some people. But I wasn't even finished with the 4th trimester when the lockdown here in California started, which was mid-March. I had just started getting back out in society. I had joined an infant massage class through the Navy Family Services. It was free, and so I was supposed to get together with other moms and babies every Friday morning. I was starting to like make friends. I had made a friend, and we would go out on walks. We would go to the playgrounds with her son, who's like 3-4 years old. And he would play, and I would have Max in the stroller, and she and I would talk while Max napped, and her son played on the playground. My parents had left about a month prior to the pandemic really getting started, and so we had just completed our first month together as a family of 3. And you know, so we were starting to get used to life, just us, you know, without that extra help. And that was really hard. When my parents left, that was really hard for me mentally, and I feel like that first month I felt pretty good for the most part mentally, but then after they left, it's almost like I kind of reverted to the baby blues and postpartum anxiety and stuff. I had gone to a neighborhood coffee meetup with other spouses and, you know, military kids, and so that was fun. You know, I got to socialize and get Max out of the house, and so, you know, I didn't have very much of a social life, but I was starting to have one. Like I was making an effort. I was making a little bit of an effort to not be a recluse. It's hard when you move, even though it becomes normal to you. Like, it's totally normal to me to move every 2 to 3 years. I like moving, you know, I enjoy the process of moving, but that doesn't mean that it's easy, right? And it doesn't mean that you don't struggle sometimes. I didn't make many friends in Germany, not because there wasn't friends to be had, it's just because I didn't make the effort, and I kind of let social anxiety paralyze me, and I just didn't go out and I had like one close friend, and even then we didn't even see each other. It's not like we were getting together all the time. And then we were dealing with infertility, and that's like a whole other saga. And so I was like, I can't do that again. I can't come to California and be a recluse and isolate myself. I need to get out, and I need to make friends. It's not easy for me to get out and socialize, but I was making more of an effort than I did in Germany. And then COVID hit. And, you know, at first though, I was like, you know what, I'm a nurse, I understand public health, like I understand. And so I was really on board, you know, I was in my vlogs, I was like, you know, socially distanced, let's flatten the curve, blah, blah, blah. And then the mask wearing started. There's a difference between public health, the public health experts making recommendations, or even strongly urging people to act a certain way or to do something. But then it ultimately comes to the individuals. So anyway, so I think with the pandemic plus postpartum, my mental health has definitely suffered. I also recently found out for sure that I am having an autoimmune flare, which can happen postpartum. Let's eat. Let's eat. Is that fun? Let's eat. Hey everyone, welcome to the last day of this week's vlog. It is Friday, July 31st, the last day of July 2020. And I guess I didn't really film that much yesterday because I guess I filmed maybe in the morning, and then we went to Max's new pediatrician appointment, which I want to tell you guys all about. And then I was on the phone with my mom late that evening, and I just didn't have a chance to pull the camera out again. So it went so well. I love this new pediatrician, and I guess I probably should go more into this in his 7-month update, but I feel so encouraged, and I got so much help, you know? So first of all, the doctor, it's a male guy, it's a male. The doctor is a male. He was so kind, he was very bubbly, and just had a really good rapport with us and a good rapport with Max. You just know when you come across a really good doctor. There's nothing wrong with the other doctors. It's just, I was looking for a second opinion, somebody that would maybe like dig deeper with me, you know, and kind of like initiate that, because I mean, I've gotten pretty good at advocating for what I need and now what for Max needs, because historically, I have not gotten answers. Like, I've had to dig for answers to get to the actual real root of the problem. And so I'm no stranger to that. And so that's why I didn't have any issue with going to another pediatrician and getting a second opinion and seeing what they were like. If they were no better or worse than the other pediatricians, then I was like, well, I'll just stick with the other people. But we're definitely staying with this new practice. So they also employ 2 lactation consultants on staff. Normally they would have more availability, but because of COVID, they're only having in-person appointments on Wednesday mornings. However, so yesterday was Thursday, so next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, I will get to see a lactation consultant in person. I haven't seen one in person since he was like before he was 2 months old. And that was before any of these weight issues started, a lack of weight gain. So he was 12 pounds, 10 ounces. So that's 3 ounces more than he was 2 weeks ago, which I also talked to their other lactation consultant on the phone this morning. She called me and we went over some things too. And she was like, 3 ounces in 2 weeks, like that's not bad. Like that's fine. Like you don't need to worry about that. So it's just, he has some catching up to do. The other thing that they did, I guess I'm getting a lot away here, but he has a mild tongue tie and the other pediatrician told us about it, but she said it shouldn't cause any issues. Well, at that point, like he was like not even a month old and he was doing fine. And so I guess it wasn't causing any issues. But this doctor said, oh yeah, like for 30 years, you know, he's been clipping tongue ties. He doesn't go very deep. That would be more for like an oral surgeon, but he does like superficial clips just so, like, you know, when you, yeah, that thing that's like holding your tongue to the bottom of your mouth. His holds his tongue a little more than normal, and so he actually snipped it right there, like right in the appointment. He's like, let me go get my scissors and somebody else to help hold him down. I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but okay, great. So he clipped it, and you know, Max cried, of course, but then I nursed him and we did a weighed feed. He only nursed on 5 minutes on each side and he only got 1 ounce of milk. When I talked to the lactation consultant, she was like, that's not bad, you know, like it was only 5 minutes aside. So I'm hoping, I'm gonna try some of the things. Both the doctor and the lactation consultant on the phone gave me a bunch of tips, and I'm gonna try implementing them, or at least, you know, some of them between now and Wednesday, and just see if that will help him gain weight better. Maybe getting the tongue tie clipped will help him as well. I do think though that he has a pretty severe lip tie, and that's where you have like a piece of skin, a flap of skin connecting the top of your lip to your gums, or even to your gum line. Like his goes down like on the gum line. I had a tongue tie, I had a lip tie, but it never interfered with anything until I got braces and I got them off. And as soon as I got my braces off, my teeth, or almost as soon as I got them off, my teeth started moving apart in the front because there's like a little thing of skin like right here, and it was making my teeth move. So they clipped it and then put a permanent retainer between my top 2 teeth. But with him, it might be interfering with nursing. And so the doctor did mention there's some kind of oral surgeon or pediatric dentist or whatever. So I need to get more information about that. And I also was talking to a mom on Facebook from Monterey, Monterey Military Spouse Group, about this very topic. And she told me the name of this doctor. So anyway, I want to talk to her. So basically, long story short, if I cut out a bunch of this, we have a game plan. Like we have an actual game plan, and formula, supplementing with formula is like the last resort option in that game plan. And that, as a mom that's very enthusiastic about breastfeeding and keeping him exclusively breastfed, other than the solids we're starting to do, that means a lot to me, that the doctor and the lactation consultant would give me all of these tools to, he's pulling up. What are you doing? I see you. Wow. Wow, Max. That's pretty amazing. Okay, hold on, I gotta get my phone. Basically, we have a game plan. Formula is the last option on there, and it's like if I try everything else and he still is not gaining weight, then obviously formula is what needs to happen. Oh, and one thing that the doctor did say to do was to start giving multivitamin. He said Flintstones, but I wanted to do more of like a whole food type of vitamin. So I got the Zarbee's brand, so it's multivitamin with iron, includes A, C, D, and iron. So I like the Zarbee's brand. We've used it, the grape water, and here's all the vitamins that are in there. So yeah, you can look it up online, but it has a natural grape flavor and there's no alcohol, gluten-free, all of that. So he likes taking medicines, so I just figured he'd probably like this too. So I think he probably had him add in a vitamin, just probably for that reason, to make sure that he's getting enough nutrients, just because he's not getting enough calories, and that means that he's probably not getting enough nutrients. So just to be on the safe side, so I'm fine with that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys, and I am going to do a separate video on this, but we ordered the Trip Trap chair by Stoke. It's S-T-O-K-K-E, and it came yesterday, and I have not opened it up yet, but ta-da, there it is. So it actually arrived a day earlier. I thought it wasn't going to be coming till today. You can even use it with an infant, and they have an infant seat attachment, so that's pretty cool. Now that we have this, like for a next kid, it didn't come with this, but it comes with the high chair insert, so it, it holds their body on there, has a strap, and then once they are grown out of the high chair seat, then you can just take it off and it becomes a normal seat, and it's adjustable, so you can have their feet resting on the floor, and even adults, like full-grown adults, can sit in the seat. But I bought this from Albie Baby. I love it because you get cashback credit to their store online. So like I've ordered several high value items from them. We got our stroller from them, the owlet, and now this. And so with every purchase, I've earned a significant amount of credit. So like every purchase, I can like apply that credit. So I'm going to do an unboxing video and show like a setup video and like initial review video. So stay tuned for that. Hey everyone, it is Saturday, August 1st, but I'm not going to vlog today. I'm just, again, I kind of am in a habit of like not really ending the vlog on Friday. So I'm just getting on here to say goodbye and sign off. I did want to give a quick show of the camera of his new chair, the Trip Trap chair, because we put it together yesterday and I just like never showed it yesterday. Also, you guys noticed that I have new glasses. I had an eye exam a couple weeks ago, and maybe like a month ago now, and my prescription changed like fairly significantly, and I wanted new glasses anyway, and so it took me a while to find a pair that I really liked, but this is from Warby Parker, and it was really reasonable. It was $125 with like the thin lenses, since mine prescription is like, it's not like super high, but I think they're really cute. I think this two-tone thing is very popular right now. Hi, bud. All right, so here it is. I mean, it looks like it was made for this table. Like the color is basically the same. So anyway, so you just pull it out. And you pull it out, and all of it's made of wood except for the infant seat, or the high chair seat. So you can have it without this on. This just pops, this part and this part just pops off. And then this is to rest his feet, and both of these things are adjustable. All you do is you slide it in on the little rails. You can't just slide it in and out at will. You actually have to loosen the screws on each side. What are you doing? So, so it's very secure. It's not like your kid is going to slide out, but it is super cute, and it's not cheap. It's like $269 is the normal price, but we paid $209 before taxes. And of course we live in California, so the taxes are outrageous. But $209 because I had Albie Baby credits, like $60 worth of credits. So it was only $209, which I think is a really great deal, because he's going to be able to use this chair for years, like for the rest of his life, basically. It can always be his special chair. So an adult, I think up to 187 pounds, I think, can sit. So as long as you're not like a huge, massive guy, then you can always sit in this. This can always be your seat. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to sign off. And I hope you guys have a great week or weekend or whenever you're watching this vlog. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another vlog next week. Just see how interesting this was, and leave me your feedback down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Wow, that's so cool, Max. Okay, bye-bye.